Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of the Skyvan Experience with another project. Today we are installing heat. And ever since we started this project, my wife and I knew what kind of heat source we wanted to have. Even though we're traveling, we'll be taking this mainly in Georgia and Florida. The winters can get kind of chilly, so definitely we wanted something to take the edge off when we're camping. And what we decided with was an electric fireplace. Today we will be installing this. It lights up, the heat comes out of here. It's got that ambiance that we're looking for. So if it's a rainy, chilly day outside of the campground, we can come inside, turn on the fireplace. The only real area we're going to have in here to relax is going to be the bed. We're not going to have any other seating in here. So I'll show you where we're going to be putting the fireplace and be able to lay in bed, just have a nice ambiance going on. I really do love these things. How is this going to work? Well, I'm not too sure yet. It's kind of heavy. And today we will be building the frame to support it. So I need to make sure that that is extra strong. I'll kind of show you where we're going to put it and the process to put it in a frame so that under hard braking or whatever, it doesn't fly forward and hit me in the head. So, but I think once it's said and done, it should be cool. Another thing I am worried about, which again, doing this for the first time, right? I have no idea how bad this thing is going to rattle. Luckily, it's only going to be held in by 4 screws. So because I do drive this almost every single day to work, I will be able to take it out easily. If it's just rattling around too much or whatever, I don't want to damage the unit. I also don't want to be rattled to death by hearing it right behind me. So, so we'll see how that goes when we actually get to the part. But today we're just going to kind of frame it out. Then my wife and I need to come out here and figure out what to do with the space below it, with the space above it, because in a van, every square inch, of course, is important. But we thought that this was important enough to take up the space with this, not only for the heat, but again, just it's really pretty when it's on, so we like that. So let me bring you in here. We'll show you what we're going to be doing today. So this is where we are going to be installing the electric fireplace, right behind the slider. You see I put in this, it's kind of insulation. It's really thick foam with this kind of reflective stuff on it. So the fireplace is going to be sitting right in here. We're going to be framing it with the same wood that I've been using for the other framing, which is this like 1.5 by 1.5 stuff. Going to make a frame going from the floor up to about right there. It needs to stick out approximately 4 to 5 inches from inside here. So really that's going to be the project for today. Make a simple frame so that I can put the fireplace in there, and then I will start to make all the supports and everything like that in order to hold it in place. So yesterday I had come in here and had started doing some measurements, and I determined that the supports basically need to go about right here. And I need to cut a little wedge back there to make this fit flush. I will be putting rib nuts in here to support this. Also down, you can't see it right now, but also down at the bottom, I'll be putting a piece of wood with rib nuts to attach everything together. And I can't get this, but then the fireplace should fit right in here. It's about 29 inches across. It's just going to barely fit with what I have with my wheel well box there. And actually this is going to go over a little bit. But this is what we're looking at right here. And again, the frame is pretty simple. It's just going to basically be an H, sit on the bottom, and put it in there. So let's get going. Let's start cutting and putting rib nuts in. So one of the first things we need to put in is a piece of wood from here to right there, literally up against that. 3 rib nuts. We already got holes there. A piece of wood in there that's going to come out with a support, because the beam going up is going to start about, well, over here and go up. So we're going to have a beam coming out to support it here and here where the other one goes up. But again, first thing, we've got to cut a piece of wood about 25 1/4 inches right there. I'm going to go ahead and screw in some bolts here, and then I will put Sharpie on the top in order to leave an imprint on the wood. And that way I will know exactly where to drill the holes. This is kind of what I did when I installed that the one wall panel I've gotten up so far. I'm really behind my own self-imposed schedule here. Here we go. That's where to drill the holes. All right. Got the holes drilled, got the rib nuts in. Now I just need to zip this into place. Don't over tighten. Not too tight, otherwise you'll spin out those rib nuts in the back there. Plenty good. Plenty good. Excellent. So if you've been watching this channel at all, you know that things go down in real time, right? Meaning mistakes are made, corrections have to be made, and what I have just discovered now, and now that I actually have the fireplace in here and I can take dimensions in relation to the bed and everything, we're having to make a mid-course correction right now. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So the fireplace that we wanted is right there. It's about 31 inches across. I wanted it to go right there, okay? However, the depth of it, it needs about 5.5 inches of depth. Well, in order to get 5.5 inches of depth, I would need to put it about right here. But guess what? The end of the bed goes to about right there. Basically what I'm saying is I have to have the fireplace low enough and it would interfere with the queen size bed that we're going to have in here. So we cannot have that. So even though it's not really what I want to do, I think I'm going to end up putting it right down there. Now, that won't have quite the ambiance that we're looking for. At least we'll kind of still have that kind of glow going on, and it will provide heat. Again, this is going to be our source of heat. So I think I'm going to attach a piece of wood over here. I'll have to come off of that wood or that wood, whatever. Basically make a little frame on the bottom. Maybe this is for the better. Part of me was like, do I really want something this heavy up that high? So this would definitely be, if it's this low, this would definitely be better in the event of a crash or whatever. So it's not going to be, it wouldn't be flying across and into the back of my head or my wife's head, which is not good. So maybe having it down here is for the best. So anyway, I need to figure out some kind of a framing system to put it right in here. Okay, you can see what I've made here. Just a real simple little H-frame here. See, this is going to be the bottom. So the fireplace is going to rest right here. This is going to go up against the wall. I'll probably put another piece on the bottom here as well, just so the weight is displaced a little bit more. So yeah, right now I'm going to test fit this and see how we're doing and see how I'm going to zip it into those other pieces of wood that are on the wall right now. Right for once. Perfect. I like it. Lost my microphone. I'll put that back on. All right, it looks good. I like that. I will have to move, my outlet was going to go here for the fireplace. I'll have to move it right there. That'll be fine. That'll be perfect. So this is looking good. Looking very good. Don't really need a piece going across the top here. It's going to zip in right here. That will be great. I've also got another 12 volt here. I'm going to have to probably put that over there as well. Yeah. So something like that. and that's good. I've got clearance for my wheel well box. I think I can come off of, I'd plan on coming off of here to attach it. Yep, that's perfect. Might have, yeah, okay. Another piece down here to attach back there. Okay. Let me see how we're looking front to back. Looks pretty good. I like it. Let's keep going. All right, so here's what's going on. So I've got this kind of just loosely put in right now. Going to put these brackets, going to add some wood glue here, screw it down with these nice fasteners. Going to do the same thing over there. I'm also going to be putting another beam across here, flush with this, so I can attach it again at another point. And then I just got done cutting this, which is going to go underneath and will attach to the bottom and back there, wood glue and that fastener. So it'll be tacked down with 4 different points. I feel pretty good about that, especially since we've got it lowered now. I think that'll be pretty good. And frankly, I'm really happy with how it's turned out. This area, I'm pretty sure, needs to stay open. I don't want to cover up any vents. It's good on the back. I'm going to add some different, kind of like some of this stuff back there. I'm not sure if I should put my wool back there or not. I'm not going to. If I read something later that says, sure, go ahead, it's fire resistant, whatever. I just don't want too much heat going right up against this thing. And then we're going to put some like metal mesh over the front of this part right here in order to let this thing breathe a little bit more so it's most efficient. So get back to work. I think I will stick some insulation in here because I've got this basically reflective flex fit tape that can go right over and keep the wool from coming in direct contact with the fireplace there. So I think that'll be good. And then I've got this kind of leftover cheapo sound deadening stuff that I'll put in here, I think. And I think that should be good. Actually, maybe I can put insulation. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll put that in. That'll be like that. And then the fireplace still isn't touching that. I've got enough of an air gap there. I think that's what I'm going to do. We'll see if that works. Oh yeah, that'll be good. go right across the top. Oh God, that's just about perfect. Oh my God, I got lucky. That is like the perfect width all the way down. I have to do a little strip at the bottom, but that is perfect. Nice. Of course, it'll stick to this, but that's fine. It'll stick right there too. All right, let's give this a shot. Uh-huh. Yep. Uh-huh. There we go. Oh, I like it. Oh, that's good. That is very good. That is very good. Can you see that? Yeah. The fireplace is actually here. So I'm going to still put a little piece there. Now this stuff, the insulation is protected from the fireplace. Nice. Unlike that roof vent install I did the other day, which I feel will work, but just not happy with how it looked. You know, you want stuff to look good, and I just wasn't happy with it. But I'm very happy with this, how this fireplace install is going. Very happy with this. I think I made some better decisions today. And I hope that's not famous last words. Watch it catch on fire the first time I started the fireplace. Oh boy. It'd be bad. Okay, a little bit more. Like with caulk, can you ever really have too much tape? I don't think so. Now I got some of these kind of squishy pads. What are they really for? I lost the packaging. Hard surface. Oh, you know, just to put stuff on. Going to put 4 of these across the bottom so that the fireplace will actually be resting on these things. Give it a little cushion for going down the road. So I don't know how well you can see that, but my little plan there worked out great. I've got a nice air gap there. I will have, again, some kind of grating in front of here to allow for it to ventilate. But so I didn't have to do without my cool wool insulation. Got this thing blocking it. That's awesome. I also, along with the rubber things on the bottom, I got some rubber grommets to put behind where it's going to attach. Again, just to kind of reduce a little bit of the shock and vibration of going down the road. That's really going to be interesting to see how much it rattles and stuff like that. So we'll see. Well, there you have it, folks. And I've got it on high right now. I wonder, I'm playing around with it right now. 62. Oh, temperature. There you go. Can you see it in the corner there? Now it's on like 72. Oh, pumping out great heat. That looks really cool. See if I can change the flame color. Oh, there we go. There's some blue. There's the blue rocks. I know the glare is kind of bad. It's a kind of a mirrored. Boy, it's really hard to see, isn't it? Maybe from the side it was better. Kind of white. Oh, there's the yellow. Purple. Love it. Kind of great. Anyway, it's working. It looks fantastic. The heat is really pumping out. It feels really good. I love it. Let me see what's going on back here. It's very cool back there. And again, just to play it safe, going to put a vent across there. But nothing on the back feels hot. So I think it was a good move to go ahead and insulate back there and put this stuff. Well, there you have it. The fireplace is in. It's working. What's going to come next? Obviously, I've got more walls to put up. We're going to trim this out, make it look really nice. And frankly, when my wife was out here and I was telling her what was going on, so mounting it down here, again, wasn't originally where we wanted it, but now we have all sorts of room for activities up here for shelving or whatever else we want to do. So that's really cool. So anyway, I'll trim it out as soon as I start doing the walls again. But for now, it's looking pretty good. So I appreciate it. And we'll see you next time. See ya. Bye.